Well, hey guys, this is Aaron with CampPrevost. You can find me on CampPrevost.com. Usually do videos with my bus. It's a 45-foot Prevost. Throw a picture up in the corner. But like I said, I usually do videos with it, but it's cold outside. Today is absolutely beautiful, but it's supposed to get to freezing for the next week or so. But my truck, and I'll show a picture of it here in the corner, it ended up, what could you say, immobilized itself, and so I couldn't drive it anymore. And so I ended up renting this Tesla, and I had a really great experience with it, so I thought I'd just share kind of my experiences and what you could expect if you rented it. I'm going to go over in this video how it works. I'm going to spend just a couple of minutes on it because there's probably 5,000 videos on that. I'm going to tell you how to charge it, the costs involved with charging it, the costs that it is to drive this car. Going to throw in how much it costs to drive my truck and my bus for the same amount, and then also the exact costs to rent this car. So without further ado, I'll get started. So I'm just going to go over some simple things. When you rent this, I rented it through Hertz. They give you this key card and just some basic things. Really windy out here, but you take this key and you hold it up, and that's how you lock it, and that's how you unlock it. And so the other is how to get in. And what I've found easiest is you take your thumb and depress here, and when you depress that, you can pull the handle out, and then you can get inside of the car. So another down and dirty is with the same key, to make this car go, you have to take the card and you have to lay it right here, and you tap the brake. And then you're able to, if you're familiar with a Mercedes, you can press this down and you can start to go forward. I made it mad there. Another thing I thought was really cool is that you can take your cell phone and lay them right here, and it has one of the wireless chargers in it, so you can charge your phone. It does not connect to this computer system up here though. Another thing that's pretty useful is to get out of the car. As you can see, there's nothing right here, but there's a button, and so you press the button and that's how you get out of the car. So like I said, just the basic things. The other is what I was trying to find is climate. So if you push that, you get a whole bunch of different information that comes up with your seats and everything, and then you can also do heated rear seats, and then you come back here and it's the front. If you push the car button, then you get a whole bunch of different information, and then also this guy right here is your friend, so this will do your energy that you've driven, and then this is what Tesla calls the radio. You can hit it and pick all your radios. And then the other, it took me a minute to figure it out. If you pull this down, this is where your navigation is, and you can put your where you want to go in there. The other neat thing is when you're driving is if you push this down twice, that's when the car will drive itself. So that's all I'm really going to show you in here. Somebody else can spend 45 minutes on it, but those are kind of the basics. And then when you're done, you just get out of the car, and that's as hard as it is. The other thing I wanted to show you is what comes with the car. So this is the charger. So I called them and made sure it'd come with it, but it comes with the charger. And right here, you can unplug the cord, and you can either use the 120 volt or the 240 volt. And then this is the actual charger itself. So I'm gonna bring all this inside. So with having my bus, I have a 240 volt 50 amp outlet over there, so I've got a really expensive extension cord that comes over this way. But I can take the 240 volt and plug it in here, and then what I've done is, this is your charger cord. I just kind of leave it there, but well, I'll take the car in and I'll show you how to plug it up. So again, just put this right there, tap the brake, and you can just roll forward. It's deathly quiet, scary. Hit park, hit the button to come out, and then to charge it, since I've already got it plugged in, you take the handle, and there's a button right here, and you just press it. Well, like that. There we go. And then you just push it in. That's it. Starts charging. And then inside, so it's full charged, but it will start to ramp up there. So you can see it's going to 18 amps. So one thing to consider, I guess, if you were to, so plugged in to, let me back up here. So plugged into 240 volt, it will do 32 miles per hour of charging. And if you plug into the 120 volt at 18 amps, it will do 9 miles per hour. So the thing to think about is, if you don't have the 240 volt outlet, if you can charge it quick enough. So if you were to drive 60 miles per day and you come in here and I plug it in with the 240 volt, it would take just under 2 hours. But if I plugged it into the 20, it would take 6.7. So if you ran 60 miles in this car a day, which you might do half, then it would take you 7 hours. So basically you could go to work, come home, plug it in, and it would charge all night long and be charged. But if I were to go to like Indianapolis, or 200, if you were to go 250 miles, which its range, I could plug it into this. It would take 8 hours to full charge, and it would take 28 hours to full charge on the 120 volt. So what I'm going to give you now is the cost to charge the car, and this is figured off of 14 cents a kilowatt. So my electricity is actually 11 cents per kilowatt, but by the time you add in all the different fees and taxes, it's 14 cents. And so just some real quick math, at 240 volt, that's 7,680 watt hours per hour. At 14 cents, it's $1.08 an hour. So if you figure the $1.08 per hour at the 32 miles, that comes out to 3 cents per mile. And then if you look at the 120 volt, it's still the same 3 cents per miles. You're just only getting 9 miles per hour, but it's still 3 cents per mile. So in regards to the actual cost of driving the car, if you take the Model 3 is 3 cents per mile at 240 watts per mile, my truck at 18 miles per gallon at 347 a gallon is about 19 cents per mile, and my bus, just for giggles, it gets 6.5 miles a gallon, and it's about $3.80 or 58 cents a mile. So if you took those costs and you said I went and took a trip to Indy, It's 65 miles for me one way, so 130 miles round trip. The Tesla would cost me $3.90 for the round trip. My truck, just in gas, would cost $24.70, and my bus would cost me $75.40 round trip. So that's pretty interesting, I thought. So to kind of sum this video up, the cost to rent the car from Hertz, I'm in it for 3 weeks now, but a week cost was $267.80, or about $38.25 per day. So I thought that was pretty good, especially since I've got the 240 volt capability to charge. The cars that you can get for $38 a day, I think the Tesla was a steal. So I don't know. Hope this kind of helped you guys if you're looking at renting a car, or just looking at kind of, how much are the costs to charge it, cost to run it, everything like that. So hit like, subscribe, and have a good one.